So it's really hard to talk about the astrology in just one snap. I was telling you some things that I know that affects us, the way that we need to communicate and the way that it will happen that we're going to communicate. I mean, there's some people that just go ahead and communicate. See, the Aries people, they communicate. They're just a huge nervous system that uh, if there's no communication, they're going to start communicating anyway. And it's like, well, can we put that thing to work? Kind of thing. It's just the part of the organism that has its energy. It's energy. And you shouldn't really judge that. You should judge the way it's being used, right? And that's a big thing to say because we have human ecology, but really it's just an ecology out there that does have energy, and you wonder how or where is it going. See, I see that there's a system that keeps everybody so fucking thumbed down. It's just stark raving ridiculous. Hit like and subscribe if you like this kind of content. Um, Going to the money realm where it's like, okay, so you have to, and psychologists tell us this. It's not just me here. You have to be either a psychopath or an extreme narcissist running for your life, of course, or a sociopath really loves it, the whole thing, loves the idea of killing people for money or torturing them or whatever is behind it. Oh, God, having said that, it's a cesspool, the financial institution and what it harbors and has everybody tra-la-la doing. And some people are fucking in bondage. And of course, there's this thing called cognitive dissonance where you're never going to admit that you're wrong. Never. Not at all. It's too heavy duty. And of course, why would you? Because there's so many people that are right around you. You don't want to drop out and go sit with the homeless over there and who are like our only hope as far as the homelessness, like the housing costs. But who else? Let's think about it. We have alcoholics that are protesting against something, but I think they're protesting against their own ability to talk. Yeah, because the alcoholism, putting something to the lips, put a microphone there instead of a beer. I don't know. No, it's difficult though. A lot of people, I think that's the patriarchal society says it's okay to drink. Why? Well, who knows? Who knows? Maybe it's the ultimate cleaner. You know what I mean? I don't know. But people that get sorry, I'm just kind of talking here. The people that do drink it like every single day, problem drinking, it enables them to have multiple personalities, really personality that they don't even have a control over. Like they're not in touch with it. Some people black out. They're blackout drunks, whatever. Some people know, they're just managing it. They handle it. They're fine, I don't know, good for you. Getting back to the nervous system and stuff, me personally, I value being able to walk straight. What I mean is my equilibrium. I want good balance and to be able to carry a conversation with somebody, eye to eye, be available. I don't know. I kind of value that, so I don't drink alcohol. There you go. I've been through it, just everybody goes through it, right? They have to drink, maybe. They are drinking for what? I don't know. Just copy the fucking adults and then figure out it's not a good idea. You were a kid once, right? Maybe, I don't know, How'd you make it? Did you do okay? Did you fall for everything? Did you fall for every single thing? See, some things you can't tell that you're not supposed to fall for it because everybody's single body is doing it. Now, I switched my attention over to food just now, but I would rather switch my attention to attention, like how I just gave attention to some things, and I think you should pay for it. So now you have to pay attention. Thank you. thank you for your need to understand, or really it's thank you for being curious. It's really, it's like, see, I can't tell you anything that you don't already know. I tried to talk about that on my last video, which I'm going to be editing, and I'm sure it's not in this shirt. I tried to bother to wear a different shirt, but now I put my classic orange shirt on, and I am making this video for you, and I'm hoping that it will be a long one and not a short one. You know, I know people want long videos on YouTube. If they're a human, they do. They're tired of being led by um, the enemy, which wants you to be fragmented. And I don't know what you guys are watching or whatever. I don't know what's happening on cable television, but see the commercials, but I'm sure it's the same there. See, commercials, see, usually it has a jingle on it, and I don't know about you, but I listen to the jingle. Your mind is listening to it, whether you know it like it or not. It's looking and it'll try to fish for and feel secure as or in something familiar, which is geometry, something that is safe. That's sacred geometry. See, but let alone that they have been tuning it away from the correct vibrational frequency that doesn't allow the body to heal itself, right? And I hate to talk about it like this, right? Because I've just been playing music all my life, and I love saying the right thing, right? That promotes healing and belief. You wouldn't know that over the last 4 years, right? Because I've been through some kind of fucking hell, and a lot of us have. You know, if you had had, you know, it does talk about Aries there. Really, we're pointing at the Aries, but really it's the part of the organism that needs to wake up more. It's the nervous system. But how do you do it when it's fucking shot already? See, we're looking at people getting shot up, like getting shot down, like being just had enough. Yeah. And generationally, it sticks out, you know, and uh, I know I've had enough. And I'm like, wait a minute, no, you don't ride my last nerve like that. I want that so I can heal the rest of my nerves. Thank you. And that's kind of like where we are. But how do we do that? Did you notice how the world is designed to keep you away from healing? No, oh, did you make enough money to heal yourself? I doubt it. Sorry. Sorry, babe. But see, because it's not your money. What if your money was actually involved in doing something that was sound to your conscience? You know, you have to become a moral masochist otherwise to make money. That's what most psychologists are saying. And you notice it though, it's like, no. See, I just don't like it. The way that the a car salesman will sound. Any salesman, ugh, I don't like it. Even though I have Venus and Virgo that can like Capricorn, but it doesn't have to be that way. See, I say it doesn't have to be that way. No, that right there has sold your soul. You're putting a mask on, right? We're talking about this now. Why are we talking about it? Well, you know, what's going to happen? Well, we have a new moon coming up in Scorpio. Where does that happen? It happens in the later degree of Scorpio. Does it actually trine? Is it part of our healing that we have to look at this? You know, I was looking at it and it's like, of course, too much materialism and money is a sign that you suck hard. You're not a real person. Because it's all fucking dust and crap. Come on, set it aside. Do you have your humanity? Where is it? Fuck you fucking big baby assholes. I mean, really, it's a generational value we're looking at. And the ones who can actually say something and stand up are the ones who's had enough. Really, it's just, right? It's like, the government, meanwhile, you know, they're like, how do we stop those people from having a midlife crisis, man? It just kind of is a rubber band snap. It's like, excuse me, but I was trying to do something. Whatever it was that you were trying to do or what was done to you when you were young, you know, you have to kind of purge it out. And did you empower yourself through it, or did you just turn into an unconscious, stitched up dummy functioning unbeknownst to yourself? How did you function, right? That's part of it, right? Or how are you doing that? Did you even really, was that love that you found? Or are you guys just hiding inside of each other because love is a lot of work otherwise? Yeah, no, I'm serious, babes. Love isn't this hiding place that you found over there. Well, you call it your, okay, good. You call it your domestic partner. because it's not love. You found a slave. Cool. The poor fucking thing. Anyway, I'm looking at this time where we're going to have to deal with some Capricorn planets, but it's not as bad as when the Capricorn planets used to conjunct Pluto, because yeah, that was weird. It's even going to get weirder though. See, when the Aquarius planets conjunct Pluto, and that's will be coming soon. I love that. My generation, the Libra generation, we are just going to start. See, anybody with Libra, we are just going to start. I just got the vision of it's like we're grabbing hands, but it's more like we are holding on a web, self-organized, see, by having surrendered. Love is the key. Through music, you would know what I mean, but see that the web, there's something called the web that the ancient Aborigines were heard first coining 10,000 years ago, and the people that sucked the information out of the Aborigine that knew the nature of this reality that was very electrical. It's very much that you are a PC and you're interacting as one with the universe, and perhaps this is just a base here. This is just one of many, many planes that you can traverse as a human energy, I would say. But I was just going to say form. You would form back into a population of human beings if you did it right. But see, we can't say that the planet Earth has that yet. We see a backdrop that looks human. Just because that they're standing upright doesn't mean that they're awake, and just because that they have five-pointer here and they look human does not mean that they have graduated into the universe. No, Earth, and it's known, and I'm telling you right now, it's a very tough place. Very tough place in the galaxy. It could be one of the last places that the really powerful people want to find themselves in, because it's like, well, what happened? You somehow failed yourself. You fell here, and now you're dealing with this. It could be an insult to the soul very easily if you're not careful. See, the way that you get back out into the universe and into your own spiritual belonging is that you don't fall for the world. You don't fall for the satanic cult. You just kind of chance it. See, it's guaranteed that you have a better feeling when you're feeling bliss, but it's at the price of you having gotten rid of an illusion called separateness. What separateness, Shauna? Of what? People. You think you're separate from each other. Well, yeah, you are. No, I was telling you that there is a split. Did you know about that? Moses split the seas. No, the splitting of the seas. That's what this is that there's people that are going to be waking up. Did I tell you about what time it is? Yeah, I was trying to tell you what time it is. With Neptune, Saturn, and then what Neptune points at. It's really trying to say, no, this is real, though. You have humans here, the possibility of becoming, which includes this experience of there's a certain name for the liquid which goes along the line of saying Christ or Christos, goes up, and the Kundalini, you have to do yoga, do that, and fast. There's certain things that some people have accidentally found that it's going on for them. See, the main thing is that they won't think of doing yoga when their back pain comes up, and it's like, no, when you get that back pain, it's time to do yoga. Or else, you're at a crossroads there. Do the yoga, let the Kundalini rise, have your awakening, the third eye opens, you shed a lot of the physical burdens and that material world that you think that you're satisfying yourself with. It's like, no, we're talking about becoming here as far as human. And see, this is the thing, is that we're in a place right here that says hell no, and they don't like me. No, it's kind of like the backdrop over there is programmed to kind of go, It's like, have you seen the Matrix, right, where it just turns into Mr. Smith? You thought it was your friend John Smith, but no, that person's going to turn into something that says I am with the rest of this machine that wants to grind you up. I see you, but Neo and the rest of us, Christ aware, are here to tell you you don't have more power than us. Because you don't stand for the truth. You stand for Satan. You are cool. You guys have a lot of you here that work like a hive, and you're moving like they show Mr. Smith as a piece of metal, right? And now he's a human. But it's kind of like they morph in and out of each other, and it's interesting. Let's keep still having this conversation. Minute 16, and it's real. It's true. How I, as an Aries, am jumping ahead of myself all the time because it's like nearly impossible to be able to explain what's really taking place here on this fucking plane, kids. But it is nothing short of being way more interesting and fascinating than all of your sci-fi films put together. That's what's really happening here. I mean, yeah, those films are to this day still hijacking your possibility of knowing what's actually happening here. Because once you see it on that fucking film over there, they're coming up with animated cartoons now that come up with concepts that are going to hijack the fact that no, it's actually happening. You don't close down after you just ate your popcorn in your cave. Hijacking all the airwaves. Something. What is it, Shauna? In another dimension, there's a miserable fucking parasite that does not like me, not at all. No, no. Here it is. It's 2:02 in the morning, and all the drunks are having to be kicked out of the fucking cantina over there. Hope you got your alcohol for your home. But you go there, Satan. You take care of those people, possess them under possession. Most are your neighbors over there. If they just are behaving like they can't even see you and they don't want to, then yeah. What are we going to do? What are we going to do about that? What can we do? See, I say go to the court and say, are you aware of the people that refuse to let reality in, which is God? And they're like, yeah. Would you like to sit down and talk about it? Will you pay me? Sure. Sure, how much do you want? Well, how much you fuckers are getting paid? See, the problem with the courthouse, though, and it's all corrupt, though, it's a satanic cult, though. You have to know your language. I mean, Christ went through there for a reason to just remind you that, no, this is the way you do it. Sorry. I mean, and she's like, and I have many kids to do this with, and I wouldn't want to do it again myself. Let's send a man out there to do it. Yeah, that's it. He He sacrificed so that may continue. Sorry.